Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. My hair, I'm feeling the color today. I finally used some purple shampoo, so my hair looks good. In today's video, as you have read the title, we're going to be comparing two very expensive hair dryers. The Sylph, which is very tiny, portable, very cute. This one retails for $199 US versus the Dyson Supersonic, and this one retails for $399 US. So you have a $200 difference. Why? That is the question today. Why would you want to spend your money on either of these? So Dyson, I think we've all heard about it. I think we have all seen this hair dryer, heard about it. It is the most powerful, it is the most innovative, and of course, the most expensive hair dryer on the market. No wonder so many companies out there try to mimic either the technology or the design or the look of it just to get on the Dyson level. So there is a Dyson level and then there is the rest of the hair dryer level. It's just a beast on its own and it's definitely a splurge, but in my opinion, worth the splurge. Every penny is worth it. And I mean, it just looks so amazing. It's phenomenal. They did a beautiful job. And then we have this little guy. This is called the Sylph Hair Dryer. And this one, like I said, it's also very expensive. They market it towards being the smallest, the most smartest little hair dryer there is on the market. And they do compare it to the Dyson hair dryer. That's why I'm bringing this bad boy into this video. They say that this one is faster, it's more powerful, and just overall a better hair dryer than the Dyson. So of course, I had to test it out one-to-one and see which one I prefer. But if you guys want to find out which one performs better and why, keep on watching. So first thing, heat protectant. This is the Briogeo Rosarco Heat Protectant Creme. Great stuff, works amazing. And I need a little bit of extra today just because we're going to be testing out, like I said, the hair dryers. And I never like to blow dry my hair when it's soaking wet. I like to put on my makeup, do a couple other things, and just blow dry it once it's roughly 60 to 70% air dried. So it might not look soaking wet because it's not. So I'm going to split my hair right in two sections, right down the middle, and we're going to do one side Sylph and the other side Dyson. Okay, so here's a Sylph hair dryer. It's actually my first time holding this thing because Andre has been actually testing it out. Yeah, it's extremely portable. I mean, this is the actual hair dryer, and then you have the attachment, also magnetic, so you can see who they got inspired by. But this thing is very lightweight. I'm shocked at how lightweight this is. It's insane. I'm gonna turn on the medium blow dry setting right in the middle here. Wow, that's loud. I seriously need to wear like earplugs. That is really loud. Okay, so the one thing I'm noticing is I'm not getting that much air out of this little concentrator. It's blowing really loud and it seems like there should be a lot of air coming out, but there's not. I'm gonna take off the concentrator and just use it without because it sounds very deceiving. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. Okay. I can't do it. It's so loud. Got some earplugs. I just need the one for the one ear. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna work. All right, earplug is in. Let's try to finish this off. All right, it's kind of a mess, but we'll work with it. So now let's move on to the Dyson. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh. So much better. So much better. So nice. I'm sorry. This is just so much better already. All right. I'm going to keep it with the concentrated tool and then I'm going to take it off and just, I guess, see the difference. And I'm keeping the air flow at the medium, not the highest, just because the highest is way too high for my hair. just blows so much better. All right, I'm gonna take off the attachment. This is just for my curiosity and Andre's. We're gonna turn them on both at the highest blowing level. Yes, you heard that correct. I'm gonna turn on the Sylph first, and I'm gonna turn on the Dyson. All right, you guys ready for this? This is the highest. All right, now the Dyson at the highest level. That's nice. It's not obnoxious. It's blowing. It's nice.
So it's twice.
Andre's looking at the dB indicator in the camera from the mic, and this is twice as loud. It's twice the size, but it's twice as loud. I feel like they need to do a little bit more tweaking with the Sylph to make it quieter and more pleasant to your ears. Let's quickly talk about some positives and negatives. So the very first thing I look for in a hairdryer is how comfortable is it? Because I blow dry my hair myself, I want to be able to hold the hairdryer for at least 10 minutes without my hands starting to ache. So I definitely have to give it to Sylph just because this is so lightweight and I love that about it. The next thing I look for is how strong is the hairdryer? I don't want to be sitting an extra 10 minutes blow drying my hair because the airflow is very minimal. So I definitely have to give it to the Dyson. They did a much better job at it, and it's at least twice as strong. And the biggest thing is, it is not that loud where you can damage your eardrum. I'm just being dramatic, but it's very uncomfortable with the Sylph. I literally would not be able to do this without an earplug because this is quite annoying for your ears. Next thing moving on is the portability. Definitely have to give it more of a star to the Sylph just because this is tiny. I mean, look at this. You can just toss it in a small little handbag and you got yourself a hairdryer. The Dyson also is a very good traveling tool. I travel with this all the time. Just take it off and it just fits in anywhere, and this one still is a little bit more portable in my opinion just because of the size. All right, so for the heat settings on both, they do have some options, but the Dyson has a lot more customizable options. So for the Sylph, like I mentioned, you have the on button, and then right here you have the little swivel that goes up and down. And the thing is, you can't really customize it just because it doesn't really tell you how powerful it is, except for if you feel it. And then right here in the front, you have this little snowflake option. When you turn the blow dryer on, you can switch over and you can control the heat setting by pressing or holding on this little button. If it turns blue, that means it's cool. And then once it turns green, that means it's hotter heat setting. But what I've noticed is if you go higher with the airflow, it's not as hot, which I guess is kind of good because you're not gonna damage your hair, but it's gonna take a little bit longer to blow dry your hair just because it's not as hot and the heating element is not as powerful. But with the Dyson, what I like about this, it's very customizable. You have the control of the airflow, which is amazing, and you have the control of the heat, and then you have a separate cool button. But the good thing is both of them cool down very quickly. I really appreciate that. So for this one, I have to give it up for Dyson, again, just because it's more customizable for everyone's hair type. So would I recommend this over a Dyson, which is $200 more expensive? I wouldn't. I think this little bad boy has a long way to go to catch up to the big brother Dyson, just because the Dyson is a lot more powerful, it's more innovative, and it's just overall a better investment. But would I compare this to another portable hair dryer? For example, I have this T3 that is compact. You just hold it, you just fold the little handle to the hair dryer. I mean, look how much smaller this one is. It's a lot smaller, and this one is a little bit more powerful. So yes, I would recommend it over other portable hair dryers just because it's a lot more powerful and it's a lot smaller.
But it's still more louder though.
All right, but it is very loud, so keep that in mind. I did warn you. But it's a really cool hair dryer. It's a really cool concept. So there we have it. What do you guys think? Let me know if you're gonna try this out. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.